Hi, this is our stock portfolio suggestion engine. Our team members include Ravi, Bhushan, Seema, and me. The architecture for our application relies on Django, a Python framework. Django uses the MVC architecture. In our system, the user's data is stored as the model. We use MongoDB as our database for storing that information. The view is generated by the default templating engine that is shipped in Django, which is Jinja2. The controllers handle user registration and provides the logic for our registration system. We retrieve real-time stock data using the Google Finance API. So as a user makes a request to our servers, we require authentication, and we do that by using MongoDB. We then generate the views using our Jinja templates and using Google Finance API to retrieve the data we need to fill out that view, and then we return that data back to the user. Our system provides some core features, and this is providing suggestions for stock investments based on the selected investment strategies. And so we provide feedback on how to split up those investments and which stocks to invest in. We also show up-to-date value of the portfolio, and we also store historical trends of the portfolio. We provide some extra features for the user, and that's providing the user-friendly UI for viewing that data. We also summarize the data with simple and interactive graphs. We leverage a user registration system, as mentioned before, to provide more personalized feedback, and our entire stack is hosted on the cloud for maximum security and availability.
Hi, this is Ravi, and then I'll talk about the challenges. So the challenges are working with NoSQL database, which is with most of the teammates were not that much familiar and did not have hands-on experience working on. The other one was working with Django framework, which was very friendly to web application development, but it was kind of new and challenging as the team had to get together and learn all the nuances of using these different features of Django framework for building a good web application. The third challenge was building a great UI and a good dashboard for the web application. So the design and development was a great challenge in itself because we wanted to make very good UI that is user friendly and has the most modern terms of design and the technologies used. The fourth one would be understanding the finance domain, which was part of implementing the logic part in the web application. And lastly, in spite of all the challenges, it was a great experience learning different technologies that are currently used in the software industry, which makes it a great project that we came together and got to learn a lot of things through this project. So now we'll talk about the different investment strategies that have been implemented as a part of the project. So the investment strategies are ethical investing, growth investing, index investing, uh, quality investing, value investing. So first of all, these are the different investment strategies over here. So this is the quality investing, value investing, right? So we'll start off with the ethical investing. So ethical investing is a type of investment that can be considered as a socially responsible one because of the nature of the business of the company products. So common themes for socially responsible investments include avoiding investment companies that produce or sell addictive substances, taking consideration like alcohol, gambling, and tobacco, and seeking out companies engaged in social justice, environmental sustainability, and energy, clean technology efforts. So it is basically investing in what you believe on. So it's alternatively also named as socially responsible investment. That's SRI. So that's a kind of investment as well. And there are dozens of new funds and pool investment vehicles that are available for retail investors that are focusing on this ethical investment. Mutual funds and ETFs provide an added advantage to the investors that can gain exposure to multiple companies across many sectors with a single investment. So this is about ethical investing. Let's go forward towards growth investing. So growth investment strategy is an investment style that is focused on growth of an investor's capital. Those who follow growth investment style typically invest in growth stocks or companies whose earnings are expected to grow at an above average rate compared to industry, uh, to the regular industry or overall market. So it is often called growth investing is called a capital growth strategy since the investors seek to maximize their capital gains, although it is often said that growth investing and value investing are diametrically opposite ones. So we are going to discuss about value investing in detail later on. But for now, there is a thin line between growth and value investing that we'll discover. So let's talk about index investing. Index investing is a form of passive investment strategy that aims at generating the same rate of return as an underlying index. So, investors that use index investing seek to replicate the performance of a specific index, generally an equity or fixed income index, by investing in an investment vehicle such as index funds or exchange traded funds that closely track the performance of the indexes. So it is impossible to beat the market with certain strategies, but then certain strategies also help in growing as an investor. So index investing is one of them, which is very trusted by the users. So it is said that index investing is relatively passive because index funds usually have lower management fees and expenses than actively managed funds. So that's one of the advantage. And the lower trading activity may also result in more favorable taxation for index funds as compared with actively managed funds. So those are the differences and that the pros and cons between actively managed funds and passive ones. Let's look at the quality investing. So quality investing is an investment strategy based on set of clearly defined fundamental criteria that seeks to identify companies with outstanding quality characteristics. The quality assessment is made based on soft and hard criteria. So, an example of soft criteria might be management credibility, and a hard criteria may be balance sheet stability. So, quality investing supports best overall rather than a best in class approach. So, that's a crux of quality investing in one line. So, there's this strategy distribution right here. The last one is value investing. Value investing is an investment strategy where stocks are selected that trade for less than their intrinsic value. Value investors actively seek stocks they believe the market has undervalued. Investors who use this strategy believe that the market overreacts to good and bad news, resulting in stock price movements that do not correspond with a company's long term fundamentals, giving an opportunity to profit when the price is deflated. So that's the crux about value investing. Undervalued stocks come about through investor irrationally. Typically, value investors seek to profit off this irrationally by selecting stocks with lower than average price to book ratios, lower than average price to earning ratios, or higher dividend yields. So these numbers are compared to a company's intrinsic value, after which a value investor invests if the comparative value is high enough. So that's about value investing, and we'll go further about the test cases and how our web application uh, is actually has fulfilled a lot of features and extra features. So we'll go through all those features later on. Thank you.
This is Bhushan. I'll be talking about application, and I'll be going through some of the test cases that we have developed for this particular project. The first test case is registration and login. So when you come to the first page of this application, you can see a login box on the right hand side of page where you have to enter your username and password and click on login in order to get into the application. If you're not registered on this website web application, you just have to click here and you can see a new sign up box appear there. So I'll just register a new user for you and then log in using that user. So this is my username and password, and I'll try to sign up with this new user. Okay, so it says that new sign up successful. So now again I can come back to this page again. So and just test. Now we can log in into a main application. So you can see that we are maintaining session here. You can see the username. He receives a welcome message, and this is a home page for this application. So I'll go through next test case, that is investment options. So once you come to home page, you just have to go into option 1 by clicking here. It tells you about the various investment strategies and stocks that you can follow. So once you click here, you come to another page which gives you various options like strategy investment, invest in stocks, and add to pre-existing stocks. And now I'll talk about the third test case, that is strategy investment. Once you click here, you'll be redirected to a form which allows you to invest the money in US dollar for various strategies. So we have provided with 5 strategies here, that is ethical investing, growth investing, index investing, value investing, and quality investing. So I'll just uh, put some amount here and I'll try to invest with value investing. So there you go. You have invested some amount of cash in the stocks, in the strategy. Now I'll talk about the next use case, that is adding to stocks, that is investing into stocks. So this forms allow you to invest the amount, and you can specify the particular company's ticker symbol to invest into that particular organization. I'll give you an example. So I'm choosing to invest $8,000 in Adobe. So if I submit this, you can see that for Rich, we have submitted this particular file. So I'll show you another test case like this. So this is a pre-existing stocks. You can add the amount again for pre-existing stocks that you have in your account. For example, now with this user, I have invested in Adobe. The amount was $8,000, and now I'll be investing few more stocks into the existing stocks that I have. So yeah, this your stock has been entered into your portfolio. So these were the 5 test cases that I had to talk about. Now I'll give Seema the mic so she can tell you about portfolio and market performance.
Hello Professor, this is Seema, and now I will be talking about the remaining test cases for our application. So let me log into the application with an existing user, that is Money, and his password. So we are here at our home page. So I'll be talking about the test case 6, that is the portfolio. So if I click here, I can see the portfolio for our user money, and this gives us a two very descriptive graphs of how the stocks that money has invested are breakdown. So we have Adobe and Nike, and we have a portfolio trend for our user over the period of 5 days. So it's a very interactive graph that the user can play with and also get a lot of information from. So this was our test case 6. Then we have another test case, that is test case 7, which talks about the market performance. Let me give you an insight about this. So this page, when we land on this, it gives us investment strategy distribution according to our ethical investing, growth investing, and index investing. We have also descriptive information here. So let me choose ethical investing, and the graph takes the shape of all the strategy distribution for that particular investing. And there is quality investing. This was our test case 7. Then we have another test case, that is investment strategy distribution. So if I go again to the market performance, and actually this is the one where we select about like index investing, so we can see like 30% of the stocks here are invested in Vanguard, total stock this, and this is a very interactive graph that the user can play with, and it's a 3D donut chart and gives a descriptive information. Now we have our test case, another test case, which is stock price time series. Let me click on this. Yes, so in this, when you land on this page, you can enter the ticker symbol of the company and you can get a time series distribution that particular. So let me try with the Adobe, and where here we can see a graph that gives a time series for the Adobe stock prices, and it's a very interactive graph. It is zoomable, and the user can zoom over the particular time period and see the information for that time period. So these were our test cases, and this covers our features for this application. Thank you.